Lion bursts through a cloud of dust, jaws wide, slamming into his rival with bone-rattling force. Jackal darts between the chaos, snatching a scrap of meat before vanishing. Vulture swoops lower, its shadow sliding over locked manes. Lioness pins down a roaring opponent, claws sinking deep. Cub peeks from the tall grass, trembling at the sound of war. Lion rakes his rival's flank, dust and fur flying into the air. Jackal yelps as a paw narrowly misses, crushing its skull. Vulture tilts its head, eyes unblinking as the fight escalates. Lioness snaps her teeth, inches from another's throat. Lion shoves forward, forcing his rival back toward the thorns. Cub squeals as a male lion rushes past, shaking the ground. Jackal weaves through blood-stained grass, nose twitching. Vulture circles tighter, the smell of battle drawing it in. Lioness lashes her tail, circling a panting opponent. Lion rises onto his hind legs, slamming down with brutal weight. Cub stumbles back as two giants collide in front of it. Jackal freezes, then darts when a lioness turns her head. Vulture flaps hard to avoid a gust of dust kicked skyward. Lioness lunges, clamping her jaws on an enemy's shoulder. Lion bites deep into a mane, both tumbling in a violent roll. Narrator, in the wild, every animal has its moment. Tell us in the comments, which is your favorite animal in this fight? And if you're loving this battle, subscribe now, like the video, and share it so more warriors join the pride. Cub is scooped up by its mother, carried through the dust storm. Jackal snarls at another jackal over a stolen scrap. Vulture hovers so low its wing nearly brushes a lion's mane. Lioness drives an intruder to the ground with unmatched fury. Lion shakes his head violently, tossing his rival aside. Cub hides beneath a bush, ears pressed flat. Jackal leaps sideways as two males crash into its path. Vulture lands briefly, then hops back into the air. Lioness slashes across her enemy's face, forcing him to retreat. Lion roars so loud the vultures scatter. Cub blinks in the harsh light, dust clinging to its fur. Jackal trots away with a rib bone, tail held high. Vulture tilts its beak upward, watching for the next fall. Lioness snarls, muscles taut, daring the enemy to step forward. Lion lunges, sending another sprawling in the dirt. Cub is groomed quickly by its mother before she returns to fight. Jackal yips at a vulture, defending its tiny prize. Vulture drops a feather as it hovers over the battlefield. Lioness sidesteps a charge and counters with a vicious swipe. Lion stands over a fallen rival, mane matted with blood. Cub watches with wide eyes as the victor bellows. Jackal slips into the shadows to wait for nightfall. Vulture perches on a dead tree, wings spread wide. Lioness breathes hard, eyes locked on the retreating enemy. Lion shakes dust from his mane, his chest rising and falling. Cub plays with a tuft of grass, unaware the battle is ending. Jackal scavenges at the edges of the carnage. Vulture dives onto the first untouched carcass. Lioness stands tall beside her king, both staring into the horizon. Lion roars one last time, claiming the plains as his own.